Hello, I'm Brian Kroger, and welcome to the 2019-2020 End of Year Awards for Splendora ISD. Now, normally we're at our banquet hall, we're eating our delicious Italianos. Unfortunately, due to COVID-19, we're doing things a little differently this year. So relax, enjoy yourselves. We'll be covering our Auxiliary Employees of the Year. We're going to be covering New Teacher of the Year, Elementary Teacher of the Year, Secondary Teacher of the Year. So these people have worked extremely hard all year. You all have, and it's been quite a year so far. So with summer coming up, rest, relax, and enjoy the awards. Have a great evening.
First, I want to say congratulations, Nancy Bastion, on your retirement. How exciting of a time that this is for you, and we wish you the best in the next chapter of your life. What I'd like to say about Nancy is that she's had a forever impact on Splendora ISD. She's been in the district for 25 years, and every girl athlete that went through Splendora Junior High always talked about how they loved Coach Bastion and what she did for them. And so I'm just super proud to know her, to be a part of her teaching career, and then just the impact that she's had at the high school in the Lead Worthy program and getting that started. I've known Nancy for a long time. I coached with Nancy and always admired her dedication, her knack for kids and loving kids. her craziness at times. But again, I just can't mention how much the kids love her and appreciate her for what she's done for them and for our kids in Splendora ISD. Thank you, Coach Bashan. We wish you the best.
Coach Bashan, I want to wish you the best in your retirement endeavors. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything that you've done for not only myself, but all of our athletes, both male and female, that you have coached not only in my 7 years, but the many years before I came to Splendora, and all the lives that you have touched. You've been a true inspiration to not just myself, but to multiple coaches, to many athletes in our community and in our district. And I know that you're not getting far away from the coaching realm as you're going into fundraising, but I wish you the best. I want to thank you again for everything that you have done. You have truly inspired many people here in our community, and I hope that you have a great retirement. Much love.
Ms. Patricia Gibson, one of our special education paraprofessionals, is retiring this year. After serving for 12 years here at Splendora Junior High, we are sad to see her go. She loved our children so much, cared for them, and took great care of all of their needs. She worked hard in class with them to make sure that they continued to learn and grow and develop, not only educationally, but socially and emotionally as well. Ms. Gibson was always one that we had to make sure she stayed plugged into her technology. So Ms. Gibson, we wish you the best of luck in your retirement and staying unplugged from all your technology in the future. Have a great retirement. Ms. Cassie Thompson has decided to retire after 7 years of working here at Splendora Junior High. Cassandra has worked in our English department all 7 years and has done a fantastic job teaching reading and writing to our students. Ms. Thompson is one that loves our students, cares for them, and builds good relationships with them. She is so caring and kind. All of her students love her. Ms. Thompson this year has spent a great deal of time outdoors with our students during wind time, teaching outdoor games and having fun playing with the kids. Ms. Thompson, we will miss you, and we wish you the very best in your retirement.
We are here at Miss Christina Maxwell's house to present her with the Splendora ISD Volunteer of the Year Award. So let's go give her her goodies. Hello! So, you are the Splendora ISD Volunteer of the Year. Congratulations! So you're Congratulations, you are the District Auxiliary Employee of the Year. Mr. Hernandez, not only were you the paraprofessional for the junior high, but you are the paraprofessional of the year for Splendora ISD. All right.
The Greenleaf Elementary new Teacher of the Year is Melanie Ortner, and I'm thrilled to have her represent our campus. She is a kindergarten teacher, and appropriately enough, her kindergarten teacher inspired her to become a teacher, and she's never wavered from that. Her desire to grow has spilled over into our lesson design meetings, where she's brought all kinds of ideas and thoughts about how things could be done or should be done or can be done. And she has helped not only the students grow, but she has helped the whole campus grow because she is willing to share those ideas. And so even though she's a first-year teacher, she has made a contribution to our campus, and she is showing herself to be a true leader. And so I am thrilled to have Melanie Ortner represent Greenleaf Elementary as the new Teacher of the Year. Great job, Melanie.
Miss Ortner is very deserving of being our new Teacher of the Year because her classroom is very engaging and very fun, and the students just love it. When you walk into her classroom, I feel like I'm transformed back to when I was a kid. I had a teacher in first grade. Miss Ortner teaches kindergarten. But I had a teacher in first grade who was pretty much the same kind of teacher. She sang a lot to us and with us, and she had songs that helped us remember things. That's how Miss Ortner's students are learning. They learn by singing, they learn by doing absolutely fantastically fun activities, and they know their teacher loves them. She has a great connection with them. The kids are connected to her, and she's kind, she's compassionate, and very well deserving of being our new Teacher of the Year at Greenleaf.
Hi, Splendora ISD. My name is Dwayna Brashear, and I'm the principal of Peach Creek Elementary. Today, it's a great day to be a Wildcat. I get to tell you all about Mr. Hugo Castro, our new Teacher of the Year. Unfortunately, I can't take any of the credit. Mr. Castro was hired by Mr. Valley, our assistant principal. Following the interview, Mr. Valley called me and he said, "Dwayna, this guy is going to change the lives of our students." And boy, has he. From the first moment that Mr. Castro stepped into our building, he brought a love of music and the arts to every single student at Peach Creek Elementary. He's introduced them to so many new instruments. He's taught them to read music, love music, and he's opened doors to students who never even knew they had a passion for the arts. There was even a time that I caught our very own Dr. Burke in Mr. Castro's room playing the violin and showing off his musical talents. Mr. Castro embodies everything about capturing kids' hearts. From greeting at the door to sharing good things and launching kids out, his first year of teaching has shown that even new teachers can join and flourish and help guide a culture. Peach Creek Elementary is so blessed to have Mr. Castro as part of our family. We are even more blessed that he chose Splendora ISD to continue his teaching journey. I know there are so many great things in store for the kids at Peach Creek Elementary simply because Mr. Castro will be part of our family. I encourage you to stop by his classroom next year, see the instruments, join in on the fun, and learn to read some music, because Mr. Castro proves that it's a great day to be a Wildcat.
Melissa Nix is Piney Woods Elementary New Teacher of the Year. She is everything that you would want in a teacher. She's patient, she's kind, and she's present with her students at all times. And I love that about her, that anytime you go into her classroom, she's sitting with kids and she's very creative, and she works with them on pottery, and she's fired up our kiln here at Piney Woods Elementary and really started using that to engage the kids and give them fun things to do. But what I love probably the most about Miss Nix is that she's so appreciative of everything that she gets. She doesn't complain, and she comes by and she's thankful for the job that she has, the kids that she gets to work with, the opportunities that she has, and she always lets us know how much she appreciates everything that we do here and the opportunities that she gets. And it's those things that we don't always get as principals and as administration. And I'm just thankful that we had this time to spend with her, if it was even for a year. So next year, she is going to be the art teacher at Timber Lakes Elementary, and Miss Garza, you are lucky to get her. Miss Nix, you are fabulous. Our Piney Woods Elementary New Teacher of the Year.
Jake Mills is Splendora Junior High's New Teacher of the Year. Jake came to us from an alt-cert program, really wanting to work with students and impact their lives. Jake has done a phenomenal job teaching algebra to 8th grade students here at our school. Jake has done a great job of building relationships and getting involved with each and every student that he has in class. Jake loves kids so much that he has even volunteered with the high school basketball program and helped coach up there just to be around students more. He has a love and a passion for students and to see them grow and develop. When deciding New Teacher of the Year and the nominees, one teacher left it up to her class to give her names of teachers that they thought really were good teachers. All the students said, "We think Mr. Mills should be the New Teacher of the Year." The student said, "He never minds explaining things more than once, sometimes several times, so that we understand it and get it." One of the teachers said, "I can tell he is making a difference in our students' lives." Jake Mills has done an extreme job here working with our students. He is an exceptional teacher, and we're glad to have him as our Splendora Junior High New Teacher of the Year for 2019-20.
I want to say a few things about Haley Hobbs. First, congratulations on being Splendora High School's New Teacher of the Year. Haley has come in as a first-year teacher and teaches environmental science and forensic science. These two classes do not have a curriculum, so to see what Haley has done has been absolutely amazing. Haley goes above and beyond for her kids, looks for new ways to engage her kids, and is always thinking outside the box. As a teacher, Haley loves to learn. She looks for new ideas and loves teaching. We are so excited to have Haley on our campus, and again, congratulations. I want to congratulate Jonathan McNamara for being one of Splendora's High School New Teachers of the Year. I'm super proud of you and the work that you've done as a first-year teacher. Jonathan has come into an established welding program but has been able to expand the students' skills. He is also preparing them for job skills for when they graduate from high school. He also works with our ag program and again teaching our students that it's more about showing an animal but also the life lessons that you learn. He does a great job of building relationships with his students and has been a great asset to Splendora High School.
Okay, everybody, we're here to present Melissa Nix as the Elementary New Teacher of the Year for Splendora ISD. So let's go knock on her door and give her gift. Hi.
Hi, Miss Nix.
How are you?
I'm doing
So
great.
we are here to present you with the Elementary New Teacher of the Year for Splendora ISD.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. That's
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
All right. Way to go, Nix.
All right, everybody. So we're here to present Haley Hobbs with her Splendora ISD New Teacher of the Year for secondary campuses. So let's go knock on her door. Hi, Miss Hobbs. All right, so as you know, you're already the new teacher of the year for Splendora High School, but you are a new teacher of the year for Splendora ISD secondary campuses.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
There you go.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Larissa Martin, and I am a kindergarten teacher at Greenleaf Elementary in Splendora, Texas. When I was growing up, I loved to pretend that my bedroom was my classroom. I loved everything about school, except for grades and chemistry. I knew from a young age that I wanted to help others in some way, and that I was eager to learn new ways. What better way to put them together? Become a teacher. So throughout my college years, I continued to love learning, and found that I loved seeking new ways to engage teachers and students in new lessons. And this became my hobby, and still is. I've been in education for 12 years, and I've been a classroom teacher for 9 years. I hope to continue many more years as an educator, whether it's in a kindergarten classroom or on a Zoom call, inspiring other educators, wherever the Lord may take me. Throughout my journey, I have had many people who have influenced me to become a better educator. My parents, my siblings, my husband, my in-laws, my 2 boys, my church community, and even my coworkers. Each day they encourage me to become a better person and a better educator. One of my many memories that I have as a teacher is this year. With Capturing Kids' Hearts, our greetings at the door. I loved seeing the smiles on their faces as they hid around the door or hid around the corner trying to scare me as I would chase them down to get my morning hugs. And even now on Zoom, they still play peekaboo with me. This moment is priceless. I want to say thank you to my family, my friends, my former students, my current students, my coworkers, my administrators, my community. I want to say thank you to everybody. This has been such an honor to receive this Teacher of the Year award. Stay strong. We are Splendora.
The Greenleaf Elementary Teacher of the Year is Larissa Martin, and I've had the privilege of working with her over the last 8 years. During that time, she has had several different positions, several different grade levels, and she's always done her best. And being named Teacher of the Year, it demonstrates that her peers have seen her grow and improve not only her skills, but just her ability and willingness to share and give ideas and just make the campus an overall better place. I am so pleased to see how much she's grown. She's always wanting to improve herself. Just recently, she finished a master's degree, and she is always willing to share, especially in the field of technology, on how to not only make the lessons better for the students, but also to help the teachers grow in their ability to do the technology part of learning. So I am proud to have Larissa Martin represent Greenleaf Elementary as the Teacher of the Year, and it's been a pleasure working with her all this time. And thank you, Miss Martin, for all that you do to make Greenleaf the great school that it is.
Miss Martin is a great asset to Greenleaf Elementary. I've had the privilege of working with Miss Martin on the same team for the last several years. She's one of the tech gurus on our campus. She's always going to technology conferences and learning about new technology and updates to current technology or apps that we already use. she is also very creative. She's always coming up with fun ways to keep kids engaged in class. She's someone that I love collaborating with and bouncing ideas off of each other. She is an amazing team player and is always willing to help when needed. Miss Martin hit distance learning running. She has always been someone on our team that we could go to and ask questions about Seesaw, and if she didn't know, she was always willing to find out the answer. She is an amazing person and an amazing teacher.
Hi, my name is Heather Brown and I teach first grade at Peach Creek Elementary. I've been reflecting on what inspired me to become a teacher, and the memory is so fresh in my mind. You think it happened yesterday instead of many, many years ago. My oldest daughter, who is now a senior and she's graduating this year, when she was in kindergarten, she had a really, really rough kindergarten year. She would get in trouble a lot. Her strength, as well as maybe her weakness, is that she likes to talk. And when she was in kindergarten, she would get notes sent home and get phone calls. She wouldn't get to go to fun school assemblies and events because she had gotten in trouble for talking. And I just remember the way that it made her feel. She felt like she failed. She felt like she wasn't good enough. And I reflected upon that for a while, all her kindergarten year, and realized that she needed a person that could understand her, that could understand that she had strengths, that she had weaknesses, that she has talent, and it just needs to be cultivated. I think that she could have been successful in kindergarten. She could have gotten off to a good start if she had had a teacher that took the time. And so that really inspired me, because I wanted to be that teacher. I wanted to be that teacher that always takes the time. That teacher that, no matter what happens, you're not going to miss your school event. You're not going to feel like you're not good enough. I wanted to be the exact opposite of the teacher she had. And I never, ever wanted another parent to feel the way that I felt. And I certainly never wanted another student to feel the way that she had felt. So that's always been my aspiration as a teacher, and that's something that I remember almost every day of my career. I remember the way that Maddie felt, and I remember the way that young mom me felt. And I always try to make sure that my kids know that they're loved, and that I know that they have different strengths, different weaknesses, and that we can work on all of that together and make it a positive experience for me, for them, and of course for their parents.
Hello, my name is Dwayna Brashear, and I'm the principal of Peach Creek Elementary. I'm so excited to celebrate Miss Heather Brown as the Teacher of the Year for Peach Creek. There are a million reasons why Miss Brown was chosen as Teacher of the Year by her colleagues. The first reason is her dedication to children. She loves her kids relentlessly. When you think about capturing kids' hearts, process champions, and all the things we do as a district to focus on students, Miss Brown immediately comes to mind. Another reason is her work ethic. She is tireless in all that she does. She is a mentor, a team leader, and a friend to all those who know her. She will take time to give advice, give feedback, or to just listen when listening is needed. During COVID-19 and the extended closure, we have seen Miss Brown continue to flourish as a teacher. She took it upon herself to visit the home of every single one of her students and leave a sign reminding them that they are loved, cherished, and valued. Just one more reason why Miss Brown is exceptional. As part of our process champions and as part of various committees, Miss Brown has dedicated herself to improving the work life of those around her. She is currently deep in planning for our end of year celebrations. Miss Brown, with her committee, has worked to create a process that allows us to celebrate kids even during the wake of COVID-19. We just couldn't do it without her. It really is that simple. When you think about the strategic direction of the district, our mission, our vision, and our beliefs, there is no one better than Miss Heather Brown. I am honored to announce her as Teacher of the Year for Peach Creek Elementary.
So why did I become a teacher? I became a teacher because I thought it was the most amazing job in the world, and I truly do believe it is the most amazing job in the world. And who or what influenced me during my teaching career? I have to say it's my students. My students are the most amazing things that influence me, make me want to be a better person, and of course my children, my own personal children do too. And what is my most favorite teaching memory? I feel like every day is an amazing memory. Every day I learn something from my students. But my most favorite memory is whenever my first year teaching, and one of my students didn't speak any English, and then by December he was talking fluently in English and sentences and asking me for things. I think that was the point where I was like, yes, I have made a difference. So that's it. That's why I'm a teacher. I love what I do. I love to teach my kids and just see them acquire the language and everything about it.
Miss Adelia Rocha is Piney Woods Teacher of the Year, and it is well deserved. Miss Rocha is a pre-K teacher. She is bilingual, and she takes care of our dual language program and does an absolutely fabulous job of that. She does our testing, translating, Cinco de Mayo program. She is absolutely incredible. And on a scale of 1 to 10, she is certainly a 17.5. Always a smile, always willing to help, and she makes Miss Rojas behave. Right, Miss Rojas? The two of them have made the perfect team, and they are the dynamic duo, and I appreciate them so much and all that they have done for Piney Woods Elementary. Miss Rocha is an incredible teacher, and you mark my words, she is going places, and I have to say nice things about her because she will probably one day be my boss. Truly one of the best teachers, truly, that I have ever seen. I love you, Miss Rocha, and I appreciate you so much and everything that you have done for Piney Woods Elementary, our kids, our parents, our school, and our community. You are one of the best. Congratulations on Teacher of the Year.
Hi, I am Brad Guyan, aka Mr. G. I am a 7th grade pre-AP science teacher at Splendora Junior High. I am currently the Teacher of the Year at that campus, and I totally believe that for someone to shine, they have to have great people that they are surrounded by, and I'd like to give my science department a shout out. I was posed 3 questions. One, what made me become a teacher? And I believe it's totally divine intervention. Let me explain. We had sold our company, our family company, when I was 40 years old, and they wanted me to move to Dallas, and my wife was totally against it. At that time, she was the nurse coordinator at Splendora ISD, and she said, why don't you become a teacher? And, you know, my history with teachers back in high school wasn't very pleasant, and I didn't really like school. I barely passed my high school. I was very surprised to get that diploma when they called my name. So I wasn't real, or I was, let's say I was very hesitant about even thinking about becoming a teacher. But when she mentioned, you know, we would have 3 months off together, and we could go to the beach or wherever you want to go fishing, hunting, whatever. And that definitely appealed to me. So I graduated college when I was 44 years old, and I started my alternative certification program. And I had this mentor that I had that we went and met at least twice a week as we were teaching. My first principal was Dale Martin, the great Dale Martin, and it was his first year to be a principal. And I think that made things a little easier, knowing that he was in the learning process as well. So as the school year went along, about January, I was ready to quit. I'd done had enough of the kids' attitudes. Probably I had an attitude as well. I was expecting them to sit in their little desk and write down and do all the work that they were supposed to do. Well, that wasn't the case. So my mentor presented us with the fact that what these kids are going through on a daily basis, and that we needed to find a way to connect to those kids. So it really changed my whole teaching philosophy. It went from not just doing the school work, but to impact their lives. And that's what I wanted to start doing. I wanted to connect with them. So I would go to their activities, band activities. I would go and sit with them at lunch and get to know my kids. And you would be surprised at what these kids are really going through. So it became more of a, not teaching, but being a mentor for them, a motivational person in their life. And just to really try to help them cope with what they were going through. So that changed my whole life. And from that point on, I came up with a slogan: if you can reach them, you can teach them. And I ask myself every year, why am I doing this? And I keep telling myself that it is because I want to make an impact on these kids. One of my most memorable teaching sessions was I would take a group of boys. This is when we lived in Rockport, and I taught at Ingleside. I would take 4 boys every year for 10 years, and I would take them to my house, and we would go catch mullet, which is a bait fish. And we would bring them back the next day, and we would dissect them. And you know, I don't know if you've ever dissected fresh fish that's been on ice for a day. It's real smelly, and the looks on the kid's face was just priceless. And I would have to say that was probably my best experience. Again, I want to thank my principal, Mr. Broussard. What an awesome guy. You know, I always thought Dale Martin was the greatest, and I still think that he's right up there, but Mr. Broussard is top notch. He really goes the extra length to make you feel like you're wanted and that you're a part of every decision, and you just can't ask for a better staff to work with. Thank you again, guys.
Brad Guyon, Splendora Junior High's Teacher of the Year. What can I say about Brad Guyon? The second day of school, as I'm walking the halls, I look into his classroom. I don't see him. Wait, there he is. He's standing on top of a science table instructing his students. As I glance around the room, every single student is leaning forward on the edge of their chair waiting with anticipation for what he's going to say next. Mr. Guyon does an incredible job of engaging our students and giving them life lessons along with teaching them science. Brad spent 2 years here in Splendora ISD from 2005 to 2007, left us for a while, but came back this year. Brad is doing a phenomenal job building relationships with students, eating lunch with them, hanging out with them in the hallways, doing a magnificent job of everything besides teaching. His teaching is exceptional, but going beyond that, building the relationships with students, making sure that they know he cares is something that he is best at. When we asked students about Mr. Guyon, one simply said, "He is awesome." Another one said, "He is like a father figure. He teaches me things that I don't always get at home that helps me in life." When we ask our teachers about Brad, this is some of the things they say. Mr. Guyon is an advocate for students. He truly cares about the success of his students and the success of Splendora ISD. He understands the needs of students and is always there for them. He provides an excellent education for his students every day. Another one said, "Mr. Guyon shows a love for students and teaching. Instruction is meaningful and engaging. He is also very supportive of his team, department, and all on campus." Brad Guyon is an exceptional teacher, and we are honored and proud for him to be Splendora Junior High's Teacher of the Year for 2019-20.
Why did I become an educator? Well, to be honest, I never planned on becoming a teacher. I planned on becoming a famous pastry chef that got to travel the world. But like most plans we make when we're young, mine changed along the way. Because being in a professional kitchen is such a rush of emotions, because you get to take nothing and turn it into something spectacular and exciting, and you want to share all that joy with others. And that's exactly what I wanted to do when I decided to go into education. I wanted to share my passion for the culinary arts with our next generation. And to be honest, it took me a while to get to where I am today. My family, friends, educators, teachers, students have all influenced me as to the person I am today. But my sister has been the person that I always wanted to be most like, because she's strong and determined and passionate, and she has taught me how to be a better teacher and how to build lasting relationships with my students. Because in my classroom, I get to show students that life is bigger than Pastor Phil. It's about the memories that we get to make and the lessons that we get to learn from them. We have had the opportunity to cater many events for the district, and it has been such a rewarding experience to get to know that my students are learning through service. And I really couldn't ask for a better job or a better district to work for.
I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate Alexis Anderson in being selected as Splendora High School Teacher of the Year. Alexis, we're so proud of you and what you've done with our culinary arts program and the different things that you've brought to our students. One thing I can say about Alexis is she's always willing to help out. Multiple caterings at one time, no matter how many, she's going to get the job done. She goes above and beyond for our kids, for our district, and has brought a lot of positive things into her classroom. And so we're just super excited for her and proud of her for what she's done.
We are here to present Ms. Heather Brown from Peach Creek Elementary as the Elementary Teacher of the Year for Splendora ISD. So let's go knock on her door. So, Ms. Brown, not only are you the Teacher of the Year for Peach Creek, but you are the District Elementary Teacher of the Year for Splendora ISD. Gene, not only are you the Junior High Teacher of the Year, but you're the District Secondary Teacher of the Year. Congratulations.
All right.
Woo! Great stuff.
Yeah.
Great
Congratulations.
Stuff. Well, that brings us to the end of tonight's award show. Thank you for joining us and for being a part of this special night. And even though we didn't get to have this in a fancy banquet hall, I did pull out my special Vegas jacket for tonight's occasion. So we're honored to have you with us. We're so proud of our staff and our employees of the year. To all of our employees, thank you for carrying the name of Splendora ISD so well, and thank you for exemplifying our mission of cultivating exceptional people. Have a great night.